Alright, here we go with the last of the bend examples. So this one, we're just moving the same pattern to different locations on the guitar. So having your middle two fingers set up on the G string, pinky on the B, index on the A, not the A, well the A note, the E string. And then you gotta pick, bend, B string, E string, B string, G string, release. We'll move that pattern around, and then the very last thing, got the pinky on the 20th fret of the E, index on the B string, 17th fret, and then you bend the 19 up on the G. So, here we go. Alright, zoom out on this one. Alright, similar idea, doing half step bends though. So here, pick, bend, release, bend right away. So basically you're going to just pick the G, B, E, B, G strings. That's really what you're picking there. Just making sure that you add in the bends at the right spot. Oh, that's not that way I wrote it. There we go. Guys, went through this correctly now. Okay. So this one, you hear how it's supposed to sound without the bend. Replicate the notes with the bend. I'm going to bend with your index finger on this by just basically curling your finger, hooking it in like that. Alright, so middle finger stays on the D string, and we got, this is number 64 by the way. Alright, number 65. Bending with the index again. Now the ring finger will be sitting on the D string. I goofed that up. I didn't move down. I was thinking too much like about the other one where you stayed in the same spot 2 times. Let's try this again. Other example where you hear the notes without the bend and replicate it with the bend. So you could set things up even further here. So we'll get your first 2 fingers down, 7 and 8, pinky on the 10th fret of the B string as well. And here's the first half. Pick, hammer, pick, pull, slide, pick, hold it there, pick the G string again, hammer on, pull off, pick. The second half, G string held with the middle 2 fingers, index on the E, pinky on the B, then you pick, bend, E string, B string, G string, release, pull off, keep that finger down, hit the G string again, bend with the index finger, release, pick. So the whole thing. Number 67. Basically taking what we just did, playing it in different locations on the fretboard, and then ending with something a little fancy at the end. So the thing at the end, we're doing that bend idea from a couple of numbers earlier. Pinky on the E on the 20, index 17 on the B. Middle 2, 19 on the G. So pick, bend, then E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E. Alright, here's the whole thing. Just practicing some pre-bends. So here we go. Wait, I need to do that. No, that's okay. Same idea with the half steps. And the final one, putting in a pull off after you release from your pre-bend, and let's do that again. Alright, so the endurance thing I demonstrated is you set up a timer. And I would start with like 15 seconds on the timer. Start it. After those 5 seconds go by, start picking as fast as you can. Doesn't matter what string, whatever one you want to work on, you start picking it as fast as you can. Once the timer goes off or ends, start it again. But then you can do like hammer-ons and pull-offs with the left hand to work that side too. And then add like 5 or 10 seconds to increase the difficulty. Eventually getting to a point where it becomes quite a struggle to maintain the same pace. But even though you start to slow down, you try and keep it as fast as you can the whole time. So if you go back to doing the down pick work, like finding a tempo where you struggle to keep up. So if you're gonna like aim for playing something for a minute straight, by the time that minute is done, it needs to be a struggle. If it didn't feel like much of a struggle and you were able to keep up the pace the whole time, you gotta go faster. So it does need to be very challenging. It needs to be difficult in order to give your body a reason to adapt. Because if you never push it, your body has no reason to get better. You have to give it a stimulus it's not used to in order to progress into a higher level. So just remember, we cannot grow in a state of comfort. We have to be in a state of discomfort in order to grow. And it's called growing pains for a reason. Just how it works. And then I suggested perhaps alternating days between the coil and the sweep picking. That might be a really good approach for you. So this way you get adequate work with both and you don't risk feeling burnt out doing both things. Trying to think if there was anything else we discussed. I think that was it. If I'm missing something, or if you have any questions that come up, let me know. I will see you again next week.